everyone. Welcome you all to today's topic of grammar, that is paragraph writing. My dear student, what comes to your mind when I say paragraph? What do you think? What is this paragraph all about? Don't you think it's a composition of few sentences and writing about a particular topic that is called paragraph? Yes. So here we will see a short definition what exactly this paragraph writing is, and my dear student, it's humble request I'll tell you what to write in your notebook. So you can see here some important points and how to write a good paragraph. It's written in bold letter. You need to give heading as paragraph writing in your notebook and just write this important points, all these 4 points, and this how to write a good paragraph, 5 points, right? And the topic will be end. So before that, let me explain you what exactly this paragraph writing is. Let us come closer to it. Now you can see the first line, it's written as a paragraph is a short piece of composition on a single topic. My dear student, if you are talking about ice cream, then you need to write about ice cream, not about chapati, right? So here as well in paragraph writing, there will be a topic given to you and you need to write information about that particular topic. And it should be well connected. It should be on that single idea. The first sentence should be related to the second one and the second one will be related to the third one. So the paragraph, whatever you're writing, it should be interconnected. It should be in order. It should be follow the sequence and it should be correlated, right? So what are these important points to be kept in mind? The first one, you can see that all sentence in a paragraph should deal with one single idea, as I gave you the example of ice cream and chapati. So that is called unity. So if you write about that single topic and all the sentences are interrelated, that means you are following the unity. Now, coherence. Coherence is another important feature of a good paragraph. It means that there should be nothing superfluous in developing the paragraph. It should not be that imaginative, okay? And they should be related. And the key sentences, usually the first sentence should express the first main idea. As we say, like introduction, body, and then conclusion. So the key sentence should be about the main idea. You need to define it. You need to introduce the main topic. And the last one is there should be a variety of sentences, like there should be simple sentence, complex sentence, compound sentences. So this all the variety should be followed. Now let us know about how to write a good paragraph. So first of all, when a paragraph is given to you, for example, in exam, if a topic is given to you, do you simply start writing or you just think about that particular topic for few seconds? Yes, we think about that particular topic. And then we start writing in a rough paper. It's not like getting up from the bed and going back to the school and again coming back and then brush your teeth, eat your breakfast and then go to school, again come back, do your homework and then go again to the school. Is it in that way? No. We always follow certain rules and a systematic order. Similarly, in order to write a good paragraph, first of all, the main topic is think about the topic for some time, then arrange your ideas in logical order. You may have come across such kind of experience, like sometimes we are writing something and in that flow, we sometimes remember that, acha, we should write this sentence at the beginning and then this sentence at the conclusion, right? So many of us have come across such kind of situation. Even I also come across such kind of situation. So in that way, there are a lot of ideas running in our brain, in our mind, and we sometimes write it at the side of the paper. So first you just write about the topic and then arrange it in a logical order. Begin with an impressive sentence. It should be attractive. It's not like writing simple English. Write some bombastic word, write some beautiful word, write some tough word so that it will be not that tough that you need to refer for each sentence the dictionary. Otherwise, the essence will be somewhere else. So write simple but beautiful sentences so that the reader will be impressed with your composition. Use simple language. And the last one is revise the paragraph. Whenever you are giving the paper in your exam hall, what do? We revise. We just go through it. Right? So in order to write a good paragraph, you need to keep in mind all these points and then you can do a perfect paragraph on that particular topic. So again, I would like to say, just give the heading paragraph writing in your notebook, then write this important points, and then write this how to write a good paragraph. Now let us move to the some other topic. What is this article? Our second topic is article, page number 235. You can see here the format is written like, first you need to write the title, then body, then conclusion, and then language. So what is this title, body, conclusion, and language? Have you come across any article for your magazine, school magazine? What your teacher used to say? They will say that, okay, my dear student, write an article on this particular topic and give it for your school magazines, right? And many of us are fond of writing article as well, as some are not. So today we'll know what should be kept in mind in order to write a beautiful article. So first we should know that what exactly an article is. An article is written on a given topic which requires skills which needs to be developed with constant practice. As we say that in maths, perfect practice makes a man perfect. It's not like practice makes a man perfect. If it is perfect practice, then it makes a man perfect, right? Similarly, if you love to write articles, then you need to have a perfect practice, right? You cannot simply write whatever you like. So there should be a perfect practice, and it's an art that involves hard work, imagination, knowledge, and creativity, right? And in that you can see rich vocabulary, complete knowledge of the subject, ability to scan material from different sources, ability to organize. So these are all the key points you need to keep in mind. So you need to write the definition, my dear student. Let me underline for you the lines which you need to write it down in your notebook. At the book, you need to write underline this sentences, right? And you need to write it down in your notebook. So it's an art that involves hard work, imagination, knowledge, and creativity. It means vocabulary and complete knowledge of the subject on which one to write, the ability to scan material from different sources, ability to organize. So these are all the key points to be written as a definition of this article. First give the heading article, then write this definition, and then write this format, that is title, body, conclusion, and language. So now let us see what is this title. Title is like, write a short catchy title. It should be impressive title. Body should have a proper and natural beginning, a middle, and a proper ending. So you need to write this much in your notebook. Then conclusion is like summing up in a must. It should be concluded by offering a suggestion or making an observation or prediction, right? So this should be written in your copy. And the last one is use simple but elegant language. So there should be no grammatical error. You should write in a simple language. So I hope this article is clear to you. Just write the underlined words, give the heading, title, body, conclusion, language, and just write the definition and just give the title heading. So now let us move to the next topic. That is story writing. My dear student, you can see here some pictures in 4 different boxes. If someone will give you such kind of picture, can you compose a story out of it? Yes, I know you will compose and you can. So in the first box, you can see here there are 3 friends. We can say someone is holding the bag. We don't know what it is there inside, whether they 3 are friends or not, but it's our imagination that these 3 are 3 friends. Here you can see 2 are sitting on a stone. The third one is moving back, and the bag, the one who was holding, is kept in front of the stone, on a stone. Here you can see 2 of them who are trying to hit the one, and here you can see one is lying down. 3 of them are lying down after eating something. So in this way you need to compose a story. But my dear students, very important to keep in mind that in order to write a beautiful composition of a story, first of all you need to know what exactly should be kept in mind. Now let us see what are the points to be kept in mind. Here you can see there are picture number 1, picture number 2, picture number 3 and 4. So here what I told you about the story is being written here. You can go through it. It's your self-study. I'll be uploading what are the key points to write a good story, or how to begin, how to write. And my dear student, just keep in mind always that if you are looking images in this story or characters or scenery, you just need to describe only on that particular thing what you see. You cannot be so imaginative that you will bring a crocodile in the story where the crocodile is not at all there. So you cannot write in that way. Don't be so imaginative. There should be relevance, there should be unity, there should be interrelated with one another, right? So you cannot write simply whatever you like. So this is all about story writing. I'll be uploading the key points. You need to write it there in your notebook. Just give the heading story writing and the important points to be kept in mind. Now let us move to the next topic. Move to the new topic, that is email. I hope everyone know what exactly email is, and I know we all are reading now computer, and we know how to send an email. What is this email? What does it need, and how to send it, and what are the disadvantages and advantages, right? So what is this email? You can see the underline words, that is email is one of the most preferred means of communication nowadays. As we know, it's an electronic device, and within a fraction of a second we can send thousands of people an email with a single button, right? So now let us see how to write an email. You can see some points here. Follow the proper format, give your email address in the beginning, give correct time and date, write the proper salutation like dear mom, dad, uncle, right? A correct and relevant subject line must be given. There should be subject as we write in application. In subject, we used to write leave application for 2 days. Similarly, here also in email, you need to write the subject, and a nice close is essential. Means as we write looking forward, right? So kindly grant my application. So the last line should be impressive. Then sign your letter. Don't write your sincerely or your faithfully because it's an email. And the last one is be brief and to the point. As I have repeatedly told you, my dear kids, that instead of writing about a particular topic A, you cannot include there Z. You need to talk about A only. So it's a request again, just give the heading email, write the definition which I have underlined here, and write the key points. This is how to write an email. You need to write this all 8 points and then come to the format. You can draw this format in your copy. The first one is written from, means your address, your email address, the date when you are sending, the time will come automatically, to whom you are sending. It can be 93@yahoo.com, something like that. Now CC is carbon copy. Subject you need to write like delay in the delivery as we write in subject in application, that is leave application for 2 days. Then salutation is dear Mr. Sharma. You need to write the message. And the last one is your signature, that is NC Verma, manager, super switches, mobile number. So this format you need to draw in your copy, and then you need to write all this 8 points. Before that, you need to give the heading email and write the definition, then write this, and then draw a format. So whatever topic I told you right now, my dear student, all you need to write in your notebook, and I want to see everyone writing all this in your grammar notebook. So till then, thank you all. I hope you have no doubt in all this topic. If still you have doubt, then please feel free to call me. Thank you all. Have a nice day.